As Aidan hits the wall and pushes back, that's when I want to turn him. I get to his side, I pick him up, and I bump his knee out. Palm upside onto his hip flexor. Like that, and it twists them down, breaks their balance, and turns them down. Go with it, grab, run, no, and as I feel that energy rebounding towards me, I get out of his way, while still maintaining the grip, so my hands kind of move, and then all I do is I put a foot against his ankle as I turn, and that will just throw him down. Even if it doesn't throw him down, it will throw him off balance. So I run, he grabs, I turn, and I spin him down to the ground, and then that's your exit. One, stay on your feet if you can. So this is not a sacrifice throw. I step in front of his leg, so I'm facing his hips at 90 degrees like this, block. And then all I do is I don't use my strength to throw him, I lean my body weight until I feel him fall, and then I just get out of the way. So I lift, and then I use my back side knee, the rear side, you're so light, to bump his knees out, to throw him down. Lift, knee, off you go. Bearing in mind that I've grabbed his groin and maybe punched him, and now I'm hitting that hip flexor. Rotate and get out of his way to let him fall down. Back up. Rotate, get out of his way. Off you go. I think if you're there for 1 second, it's all right. But if you're hanging out, like checking your messages there, it may not work. They may fight out. And obviously it's dependent on the weight of the person that you're fighting, their strength, and whether you've actually managed to bang their head off the wall first and they're a bit stunned, and then you can turn. Like they may not be stunned, and they might be instantly pushing off the wall, in which case you're going to do the next one. So we're just going to do a turning throw on Aidan because he's pushing off the wall. So I grab, I run, but he's ignoring his testicles. It's like, this doesn't hurt. And he's going to put his hands out to stop his head hitting the wall. All I'm going to do is take a step forward, either side, depends which side feels stronger to you, keep my grip around his waist and trip his foot. And that will be the throw, because he's giving me energy backwards. He's going like this. No. So I just go with it. Grab, run, no. And as I feel that energy rebounding towards me, I get out of his way, while still maintaining the grip. So my hands kind of move. And then all I do is I put a foot against his ankle as I turn, and that will just throw him down. Even if it doesn't throw him down, it will throw him off balance. So I run, he grabs, I turn, and I spin him down to the ground, and then that's your exit. So it's here, step to the outside, put something in their way. Step to the outside, put something in the way. Off you go.
And it needs to be the far ankle.
Yes, yeah, I would say step out. Off you go. Careful. So now your partner's going to put their hands against the wall. Push back. So ideally, as with any technique in any self-defense martial arts system, there's an element of timing. As Aidan hits the wall and pushes back, that's when I want to turn him, because his power's coming back towards me. Some of you are doing this. You're letting him get to the wall, and then he's bending forward, and he's like, prison rules. No, then it's harder, because now his weight is leaning forward and it's hard to drag him back. It's possible, but it's harder. So it's more a feeling of he walks towards the wall, pushes back, I turn. So you could just do it like that to start with, hands on the hips. Just get the feeling of the rebound coming back towards you, and then you just put your foot in the way as you drag him backwards. Then get tight to them, and then like, whoop, he's coming back that way. And then that's my exit. Off you go. Use their energy pushing back to turn them. So that's more of an advanced technique. If we're in open space and there's nothing to bounce him off, I still want to take him down. Because yes, I can hold him here, but my arms are going to get tired. He's going to be thrashing around. He's been calling his mates over. I need to put him on the ground. Ideally, when you take people down, you want to take them down so that they're face down, hands and feet on the ground, because then they can't do anything. If he goes knees and elbows on the ground, attack me.
Huh?
Yeah, so he's got a sneaky sidekick, but that's trained. Most people would have like, yeah. But if he's on his back, attack me. Now, instinctually, people are going to be kicking you in the groin. They're going to start to sit up and try and punch you. So ideally, I want him face down when I take him down in a street context. It gives me a bit more time to escape. So I'm here. There's nothing to bounce his head off, so I'm going to knee block him. So whichever side you like, your right knee is going to step in front of their right leg. I still keep my grip. And then all I do is I lean my weight until he starts to fall, and then I drag him down. I'm not a fan of sacrifice throws for the street because, one, Why would I want to throw myself onto the floor? And let's say I do a sacrifice throw, step over my foot, and he turns quicker than me, and then it's all gone wrong, right? So obviously, priority number one, stay on your feet if you can. So this is not a sacrifice throw. I step in front of his leg, so I'm facing his hips at 90 degrees like this, block. And then all I do is I don't use my strength to throw him, I lean my body weight until I feel him fall, and then I just get out of the way. Okay, so I'm behind him. I step in front of his leg, still hiding my head, start to lean. As I feel him fall, I take a little step. And now he's down where I want him, like that. Yes, sir? Nope, just literally like that. I'm holding on to him, and I'm just pulling like this and then stepping. Pulling like this, then stepping. Off you go with your partner. Okay, so I tried to give you the nice technical one. Now let's go for the easier one, which is I'm on his back. I get to his side. I pick him up, and I bump his knee out. So this is just like strong. If you're stronger than your partner, I get to their back. I pick them up off their knee, off their feet, and then I just use a knee to bump his legs out, and they just fly up in the air. Okay? So same start on their back, step to the side. Maybe you try this one and he's keeping his balance. I'm like, nope. So I lift, and then I use my back side knee, the rear side, you're so light, to bump his knees out, to throw him down. Lift, knee. Off you go. So nice. Can hold you up all day. Struggling to use the knee, use the foot instead. So I get to Aiden's side, I pick him up, but then I use the foot instead to do the same thing. Okay, so my foot just kicks his feet out. So I'm lifting him up so his legs are dangling, and then all I'm doing is I'm swiping at the leg. Pick him up, kick, down. Off you go. I know it looks easy, but I've been doing it a long time. So that's probably a one to do if you're bigger and stronger than the person that you're having a disagreement with. You just pick them up and then sweep their legs out. We're going to do a hip crack down, which works for everyone regardless of size. So I've got one hand palm up, one hand palm down on his waist, right? All I'm going to do is I'm going to find his hip flexor. So hip flexor going into your quad there. And I'm going to grind palm up side onto his hip flexor, like that, and it twists them down, breaks their balance, and turns them down. So palm up side, whichever side is palm up, goes against your hip flexor, and what I do is I crank it like that. Watch what happens to his hip. So that's, you like that one. You don't like the up in the air one. Everyone's like, I can't do that, I'm not strong enough. Okay, so grind this into his hip. You can accelerate it by putting the foot there as well, but you don't need it. Palm up side against the hip flexor. Now, you know what's coming, so don't fight it, because you could just go iron hip flexor. And bearing in mind that I've grabbed his groin and maybe punched him, and now I'm hitting that hip flexor, rotate and get out of his way to let him fall down. Back up. Rotate, get out of his way. Off you go. That particular takedown. One hand is up, one hand is down. The palm that is up cranks into their hip flexor to just break their structure. So this happens, that hip goes back. Yes. And then I just drag him backwards at the same time. So the pressure is a 45-degree downwards. It's not just a rotation, it's downwards into that hip flexor. Down into that hip flexor, and at the same time, move. Off you go, give it a go. Bit of practice, you get it.